everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Bradford's Vikings. With that, we'll send you up to Minneapolis with our broadcasters, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Larry, thank you very much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Twin Cities and the expansive new U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Arizona Cardinals and the Minnesota Vikings. Here's Chandler Catanzaro ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out with one back and three tight ends. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Time to feature the offensive starters and to give some love to the tight end, Kyle Rudolph.
He's been to the Pro Bowl already, battled a few injuries, but he's back and better than ever. Has added a little yoga to his regimen in order to make it more nimble. That makes it that much harder for the defenders to catch him.
Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Now Bradford on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll make it 3rd down. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Tyrann Mathieu has a cornerback's build with safety skills. The Honey Badger knows where the football is.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
On 3rd down, Bradford. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 4th down.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
So on 4th down, the Vikings will call on their punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Palmer. And this is Michael Floyd, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll go with the keeper. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to fourth.
Let's go. Blue 58. Blue 58. Mirror. Sally 19. Sally 19. Sally 19. Go. White 18. Regular. Let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. So here we go on 4th down. Palmer is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
Now Palmer on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does. And we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off,
Palmer's hit, fumble. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be down by a member of the kicking team just outside of the 30-yard line. Now back here come the Vikings on offense. And this team right now, 5-4, but started 5-0. 3rd team in NFL history to lose 4 straight after winning 5 straight. The other two, the 89 Rams and the 2009 Giants.
Did either one of those two make the playoffs? Because that's what I always think about. With a hot start like that, you don't want to let it go. Was either one of them able to make it back?
The 89 Rams did, 09 Giants did not. And now, Charles, you look ahead to what the Vikings have coming up. Cardinals, Lions, Cowboys, Jags. It's not easy.
Not easy at all. They will have to earn it if they do want to get to the playoffs.
Talking about the Viking ground game, when Peterson went down in week 2, there was a hope that someone would emerge for the Vikings, but really that hasn't happened.
And the optimism was high because they were playing so well, and people were saying, well, remember, AP wasn't playing so well in the beginning. Remember how teams held him down? But you and I both know, over the course of a season, Adrian Peterson is going to give you numbers. Right now, Jerick McKinnon, Matt Asiata, they're not able to. Part of that is the offensive line. They have a lot of injury.
Yeah, that is true. But those two guys, they combined for 29 yards in week 10. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Well, Diggs and Bradford had a good thing going in week 10. In fact, Diggs led all NFL receivers in yardage, 164.
And Brandon, he just gets better and better. I mean, he was a steal last year because they got him late in the draft, and really his talent was better than that, but his production wasn't in college. But now, he's become the primary guy for Sam Bradford, the go-to guy for the Minnesota Vikings.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, and they've got it here with a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Now a second down throw for Bradford. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now a first down following that long gain. They run it with McKinnon. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Second down to the offense needing 5 yards. Second down, Bradford. Screen play, McKinnon. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
McKinnon. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now Bradford on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Third down, Bradford into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He sets to fire deep. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. A that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from Minneapolis after this. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45. Hunt.
A first down throw for Bradford. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 10 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. First down, Bradford. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're operating in the red zone. They come out here in the I. They'll try to run with McKinnon. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, we're into the second.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Third and goal, Bradford. Flush to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And Forbath will put this one through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Hey, let's look back on Week 10 for a second. What a slate of games. Seattle, New England, Dallas, Pittsburgh, New Orleans, Denver. What was your game of the week, partner?
Well, my game of the week was Seattle at New England. Seattle coming off of the Monday Nighter, going on the road, getting it done at New England, who hardly ever loses at home. And it was a Super Bowl rematch. I love Dallas, Pittsburgh, a great game. Absolutely incredible finish in New Orleans. But how about Kansas City come from 17 down to beat Carolina?
That was a heck of a game as well. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on third.
Playing coverage here.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
So many components go into a well-executed screen pass. You've got to sell, sell, sell. Offensive line's got to sell like they've missed blocks, and then they move out, and they're out in front of the running back. He's got to sell that he's trying to block, and then he slips out into the route. The quarterback has to sell that maybe he's trying to throw it downfield. Instead, he slips it off to the running back, and when you get one set perfectly, you have to catch the ball. And that didn't happen on that play.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Viking football here as they take possession. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw is Bradford. Going up top. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They come out here in the eye. On second down, Bradford again. And his pass incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Bradford on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So 2nd and 10 here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. A 2nd down throw for Bradford. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
If you run an out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tap and foot.
And now the card out. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Maybe an anxious moment or two when the ball was on its way, but he does find a way to curl it in.
Oh, yeah. That one definitely hugged the left upright, but he got it to go.
That's fielded in the end zone. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's brought down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now it's Palmer. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker.
That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Two veterans there, Palmer to Fitzgerald, 45 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Sally 19, Sally 19, 95.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from grabbing the lead. And that one puts them on top here in the third. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. See if they stay on the ground for second down. They just do get the play off. Now Bradford finding time. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Golden. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Well, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stay with the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call, because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you hope to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience. Isn't he expected? But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Wide open receiver complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now McKinnon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off and brings up third down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So they're behind the chains as the offense. 12 yards needed on third down. On third down, Bradford. And he comes back with one complete. The 21 yards there as they convert on third.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here's McKinnon. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
2 plays in a row, the defense won, stacking up the running game. They've got to feel good about themselves, but something has to be in the back of their minds. Are we being set up for something big? They've got to be careful.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Forbath's kick is no good. It's wide left for Forbath, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, set this one off target.
They begin the drive with Johnson. A nice gain of 21 yards.
You got to feel a little bit for the defense there. They've done a terrific job all day long holding this guy in check. But that might have been the run to break things out for him, maybe turn things around. Now he's going to have some confidence, and maybe he'll get to his normal yardage.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They stay on the ground on first for Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. He lost 6 there on the first down play. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Palmer now. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Michael Floyd, and it's third down.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
There's some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Here's Palmer. Hard throw, incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and it's fourth down. Here's Drew Butler now, as he's on to punt for Arizona. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And they're going to speed things up here. Now Bradford on second down. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Cardinals offense here ready to take over. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Tackle made by Everson Griffin. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on third down, it's Palmer. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means...
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down following the run. They'll come out in the pistol.
Get ready. Blues 58. Sally 19.
On second down, Johnson. He's got a little daylight. And he's brought down. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Shift together here from the D-line. A first down carry here for Johnson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Another pistol look here. And Palmer gives to Johnson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down. This is Ellington. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a good explosive run right there. And it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches. Got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot now for Bradford. He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, It's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the Knox in the house, right? And I go by the name of Wyclef. I bought the band. And we need all the ladies to report on the dance floor. And you know my slogan, no fighting and no...
Poppin' knock it when I met you, shorty had the long extension. Told her I'm a bad man, but I only got the best intention. Tough and not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just on the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot is in the basement party, yeah. Turn it to the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming.